not happy, or my iPad was not happy. So tell me if you can see me in the chat, and I'm going to see if I can bring up the chat myself here. Some chat, live chat. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can bring it up on my computer or my phone. That way I can be mobile. But this took a lot of technology trying to figure out how to go live. So welcome to my live. Today is a celebration of, I just got 250 subscribers, and I wanted to decorate the tree at the same time and talk about community. I have no idea technologically how we're going to do this, because technically I'm a bit limited here. I've got my iPad going, but last time I did my iPad, I wasn't able to get the chat quite going. So let me see if I can get this chat going here. If not here on my phone. But anyways, while we wait for people to enter the chat, hopefully you can hear me. Let me just check here. I'm trying my wireless microphone, so hopefully you can hear me. So once someone joins us, they can tell me if that's working. And then I will see if I can take you with me so I can get the tree decorating. But if you saw a picture of what I'm doing to hold this up, you'd be like, what? Hello, hello. Thank you, whoever just joined me. If you can just tell me if you can hear me, that would help me. So just plunk something in the live chat and let me know that you're there. And if you can hear me, can you hear me? So today what I thought I'd talk about is community, as well as get the tree decorated at the same time. Let me just see if I can show you a shot of this is my tree. These are my decorations. And I know this little shed of mine loves Christmas, and I know Tashmir said she wasn't decorating, but while there's no one on the chat, I may as well start decorating that way. Or let me plug in the tree, and that way we can get a jump. Hang on one second while I put this here. So we're doing this on my iPad. Okay. The jam. So check this out. My husband lit it already. And then look at this. I didn't even tell him I was going to do a live. He just like laid out all the decorations. He's not so great at, let's see, someone just entered my chat. And if I can figure out how to, oh, Silver Blues Retrocade, thank you. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Can you just let me know if you can hear me? And then I'm just going to see if I can call up chat on my phone so that I can take you guys with me and leave the camera stationary. Wouldn't that be a technical feat? So thank you for those of you that are joining me on the live. I'm just seeing if I can get my chat up or look at it on the screen. Oh, there we go. Yay! Silver Blues Retrocade. Someone is on chat. That's you. And long time no see. I love the tree. Yes, I can hear you fine. Okay, good. Thank you for joining me. And have you gone live yet? Because I know we had talked about that. So let me know if you've gone live yet. Okay, let's see if I can set this up. Okay, so that'll get the tree. Okay, and then I can follow the chat. Beautiful. Okay. Hi, for those of you that have just joined me on the live stream. I am, I'm going to be, this is going to be weird because I'm going to be slightly delayed on my phone. But anyways, I've got my iPad here. I've got my phone here. And I'm glad if you guys can hear me, because this is a technical revolution. I have, check this out, wireless microphone. But what I thought we'd do today is I just wanted to thank everyone. I'm up to 250 subscribers, which means I'm a quarter of the way to getting this channel monetized. And I wanted to thank each and every one of you for helping. I thought the topic of today's live is sort of dual, which is to talk about community as well as to get my tree decorated because I have to go to work tonight. But anyways, oh, Silver Blue Retro K, thank you very much telling me I'm at 253. Yay. Um, I wanted to also explain what was going on with my channel because I've been behind, as I'm sure you are all with your YouTube channels struggling with different things. So I wanted to let you know what's happening with me is um, I've gotten to, I think, 100 videos, and I've used that as an opportunity to figure out, okay, what's working and what's not working. And for me, I discovered I already have a line dance monetized channel, and then I went to Vegas, and there was all this great dancing. So what you're going to notice on this channel right now, it's kind of like a little case study. Is I looked at the 100 videos that I've put up so far, and then I went, which ones are getting the most views? And strangely enough, it's the dance videos. So what I'm going to be doing in the next little while is covering my line dance videos, posting those, but then I'm going to be reporting on the analytics to see if that's something that could help you in your YouTuber journey. So not that you're all going to become line dance creators, but if you have a passion that you're following, I'm going to share with you how I'm following my passion and seeing how we can grow a YouTube channel. Hoping that'll be helpful to you. And I know Silver Blues Retrocade, you've got a lot of interesting things going on with your channel and what you're interested in. So I can't wait for you to go live. So before I start decorating the Christmas tree, let me just come over here. Maybe that'll be easier. Okay. Just okay. So before I decorate the Christmas tree, and whoever else is joining me in the live, please go ahead and um, pop in on the chat. But what I wanted to say is for those of you that haven't gone live yet, the requirement to go live is only 50 subscribers. And the reason that a lot of us who have gone live is because it's one of the fastest ways to monetization. So just to explain that, is that in order to get monetized with YouTube, there's a couple levels, but the one that everyone is gunning for is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So as an example, the last live I had, which I think was an hour and a half, I got, I think it's something like 13 watch hours. So that certainly helps. But what I wanted to compare that to and share with you guys is if you have a hobby that you're passionate about, and some of you guys are multi passionate, which I am as well, it's going to be hard because some people have the problem of what do I talk about? And some people have the problem of I have too much to talk about. So if you're fall in that case where you have too much to talk about, like in my case, um, it helps to narrow it down. So if you have a special hobby and you already have built-in social networks, as in you're already posting on Instagram or posting on Facebook, there are the people that say, don't tell anyone you're on YouTube. But in my personal case, I say, tell everyone that you're on YouTube. And it could actually help. So, as an example, um, the line dance community participates a lot in Facebook. So, my analytics for a couple of videos that I'll share. And these are videos that are only a couple of weeks old. So, as an example, this video called Made for Dancing, it's only a couple weeks old. I think it's like 3 or 4 minutes long. It's one of the popular line dances that everyone's trying to learn. That already in a couple of weeks has accumulated 66 watch hours. So compare that to what I just told you about the lives. The lives are impressive. The lives, you collect watch hours during the stream and then after. Now, for this line dance video called Take Me to the Beach, I got 40 watch hours for that. So I've got this huge backlog of videos to post. And so by posting them, I'm excited about that because when you do the math, if a lot of them are generating about 40 watch hours, if I, post, get those up, there could be the potential that 100 videos later that I could be on my road to monetization. Now, for everyone else, not that everyone's going to be, for you, it's probably not going to be line dance videos unless you're Angie Naz, who I found out is a fabulous line dancer. But there's just think about the things that you're passionate about and where you talk about those, whether it's with your friends or is it in a social group. And what that's going to do is prevent your reliance on YouTube and your video coming up in the search engines. So, what's happened for me on these particular videos is rather than me wait for YouTube to push it out to the algorithm, I have been just posting on Facebook. I haven't been spamming, but maybe about once a day or once every couple of days, I've been posting on my social networks and let them know this content is available. Now, the biggest criteria is the difference between what I want to see and what my community wants to see. And in the case of the Lineheads community, I've had to think, what videos are going to provide value? What problem am I solving? So in my particular case, there are hundreds of new dances that come out all the time. And the problem that teachers and students are having is, which dances do I choose? So that's what I've been doing, is trying to post videos that people can make a decision. What dances do I want to learn? So think about your own niche, your own people that you're trying to reach. And that's, this small but very important difference is when we all start out here on YouTube, we're just like talking, posting, or as I was watching a live by Nemo, and he was saying, right now, he's saying, we're encouraging everyone to get on YouTube. And he's like, he's not even interested in watching or getting his nails done, but he's all for like supporting the community and watching people do their nails. He said, you know, get on there doing anything, clipping your toenails or just like talking about what you had for dinner. And I think that's great. That's step one. And then as we keep going, step two is, because step one is you got to just get comfortable with the camera. And even in this case, I've got multiple technologies on just trying to make this all work. And by the way, I'm just checking the chat. Silver Blues Retrocade, you said that backsplash is awesome. So wait, we'll just take a quick break between what I'm saying. Here, I'm going to show you this. So this backsplash, my husband has a regular job. He's newly retired, but he painted this for us. I had wanted a some sort of graffiti for a backsplash, and so he just, thank you. I'll pass this compliment on to him. But then, if you look if you look further, each one of these is personalized. So I think I'm trying to think. This person, each sort of thing in here is about our family. So that's me. I used to live in Washington D.C. So he personalized it, and I think, let me see if I can find other people. But there's different family members. My husband paints cows, so we put that in there. So yeah, and then there's lots of hearts. So yeah, here's some other pictures that he took of the family. Yeah, he's a really cool just artist on the side. So it's funny because when we were dating, when we first started dating, um, he said to me that he was getting ready to do an art show for charity, and then I thought, I hadn't seen his art yet, so I said, I hope his art is good, because I really like this guy, and if he had bad art, I'm not sure if I'd be able to like keep dating him if he thought he had an ego to produce art. But no, he's an absolutely incredible artist. And then right behind me there, that picture there is his son playing the cello. And thank you for pointing that out, Silver Blues. It's actually an important point, because I was just saying to my husband when I came down this morning, and he's only been my husband for 7, 8, or was it 9 years? Whatever 2016 is, I think, is when we met. Is I remember one Christmas when I had, so I'm going to be 59 this year, and when I was in my 50s, I was newly divorced, and I was so upset and so pissed because I said to my ex husband at the time, you took away all the good years of my beauty. How am I going to find another man? And I remember specifically when I resettled here, I'm from Vancouver, moved to Washington, D.C., and then I came back here to Vancouver. And I resettled in an apartment, and I remember one of my first Christmases alone. I sat in the bathtub and I just cried. I'm not someone to get depressed over a long period of time, but so when I came down today and saw all this morning, that he laid out the Christmas tree, because even though he's not into doing the Christmas tree, he laid this all out for me. I was just floored. I was just moved because it just immediately took me back to this time when you know when I was um, when I was bummed out and had yeah, newly divorced. So I can't really see the camera, so I'm just gonna start decorating. But if you have any questions, Silver Blues, just go ahead and ask. But I got to actually work tonight at the bar, so I thought I'd get this done at the same time. But I appreciate you joining me. Um, and this one or this, I don't know what you've been finding in your. You know what I'm curious about, Silver Blues, is who have you been finding on your when you've been going around in YouTube? Have you found any interesting content creators that you want to share with everyone? Um, what I've been finding is that they've been talking about on YouTube about community and how community is going to be the next big thing on YouTube. And what's interesting about that move is already um, YouTube, there are some content creators that have been around for years, and um, they're bummed out because some of their content is no longer getting pushed out by the algorithm. And let me just join the chat here for a second, Silver Blues. Hi, Jamal. Yay. You know, Jamal, by the way, Silver Blues, have you met Jamal? Um, Jamal, I love your singing. Are you doing anything specific for Christmas Eve, or is your church doing it like a big production? And Silver Blues, okay, Silver Blues, I appreciate that you saying that. So, Jamal, my question to Silver Blues was: have you found any interesting creators that you like to share? So, think about that for a second, and I'll just answer. Silver Blues, thank you. Silver Blues, oh my goodness. This lady is going to be so happy you mentioned this. So it's Dina. Silver Blues just gave you a shout out. So it's Dina is quite a small channel right now, and her views on some of her videos should be getting higher views because she's got incredible content and she's just making her way and figuring things out. So if you don't know it's Dina yet, it's ITS Dina. She's I wanted her to show us more washboard playing because she plays a washboard, which I think is interesting. She does poetry and other things. Silver Blues, what do you like about her channel? And Jamal, aw, Jamal says, my first here, I feel positive energy. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you for saying you love my Christmas tree. I'm actually decided to put up or do the Christmas tree decorating live because I saw, oh, what's her name? I'm going to forget. Who's the roller skating lady, guys? Um, she put up her tree with her kid, but then also Start Here Tashmir said that she's not really putting up a tree. So I thought that, but she likes watching the decorations. So I thought we'd at least do this. Oh, Jamel, who was it today that was on Nemo's live and they were saying, did your kid get a hold of your phone? So thank you for all the emojis. That's hilarious. um, that's great. Thank you guys for joining me. So I'll just keep decorating the tree. But Jamal, yeah, either tell me about Christmas or if you found any cool creators that you guys want to pass on. Today's theme is about community. Um, there's a lady that I want to point out to you guys, and her name is Sienna Singh. I don't know if you've come across her. And the reason I wanted to bring that up is because, do you guys follow Riva Reveals? So Riva Reveals is Auntie Riva. One of the things that she was saying, and I can't remember if it's her most current video or another, was saying, I think it was her. If not, I'm going to give her credit because she always has fabulous content. It was either her, Riva, or someone else saying to pick, I think it was a mentor. I think it was. So Riva, forgive me. I'm going to give you credit anyways. But um, I was thinking about mentors or actually channels that you want to copy. So as an example, um, is that on Sienna's, I think it's Embody something or other, but Sienna Singh's channel, she does a fitness channel and then she's talking about her growth as a YouTube creator. And she just hit 10,000 subscribers. So what I decided to do is I'm going to model my channel after hers in terms of like line dancing and what I'm doing to cover line dancing, but then share with you guys my growth as a YouTube content creator, because it seems like are my YouTube videos about line dancing are what are getting the most traction. So I'm going to start there. But at the same time, this channel I decided was going to be my everything channel. And so, once I get going, I also want to start talking about, things that keep us from our YouTube journey, but really are part of life. So as an example, my mom, my father passed away a couple years ago, so we're busy cleaning out her house, and she's had to make the decision at 88 years old: do I stay in my house, which takes a lot of upkeep? She's perfectly fine. Like, she still goes line dancing once a week. That's also how I got into line dancing, and so she's thinking, she's going to stay in her house. So we recently got her a new bed and all this stuff. But let me just check the chat here. Um, Silver Blues Retrocade and Dina, when you see this at some time, you're going to love what Silver Blues is appreciating. Silver Blues says Dina is doing the Vlogmas challenge and she's talking about how to have grace and forgiveness and how to be kinder to yourself, make time for yourself, forgive yourself, and break old habits. That was today's topic, breaking. Oh my goodness, I need to then circle back, because that is a good one. Oh, I'm going off frame here. Is I was hearing that about someone else about um, forgiving yourself, because I was doing the math thinking, okay, if I can load 10 videos a day for 10 days, I can get to my 4,000 watch hours. But I don't know if that's manageable. Jamel Williams, I'm showing love and support to everyone. Yes, Jamel, you're crushing it with the emojis. Silver Blues Retrocade. I'm more of a retro video gaming channel. I've recently started doing ramblings of Silver Blue, talkies where I'm in front of the camera. Oh, I'm going to have to come back and circle back and see those. So Silver Blues, are you doing that on a separate channel or your same channel? I'm curious if you're doing it all on one channel. If for those of you that are joining the live, feel free to jump in. If you have any questions about community, or you're welcome to stay there in the background watching me decorate. Silver Blues Retrocade, I always end with the same three things. Remember, you are vital. Someone somewhere takes solace or finds inspiration in the fact that you exist. So that's a really good point, because I was watching this. There's this a theme that's been coming up in a lot of people's lives. I like Riva. Auntie Riva has said this in a past live, not past live, but she has said this in a past video, and I can't remember which one. Oops, but it was amazing, because a lot of us are thinking, okay, how do we get out of our 9 to 5 to quickly get onto YouTube? But she had a point. What if you weren't there for your 9 to 5? Besides, who's going to do your work? What will the impact of you not being there at your job? How will it impact the world? And I had to think about that, because I was kind of thinking just one sided, me, 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 me. But she had a point, is whether it's at work or whether it's on YouTube, we all have impact. And one of the things I take for granted at work is I've been doing gardening as a career for over 20 something years. And it's I've done it so long that it's at the point where it's kind of on autopilot. It's easy for me to do. And there's a lot of tips and tricks. So I take it for granted that people come into our store and at least once a day, people are blown away. They're like, oh, it's so lovely. You guys take such good care of your plants. And at this point in my career, I'm just like, okay, yeah, 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 another compliment. But yet it's significant because it's not only me, it's me passing on what I know so that my people can then make this like gardening experience or this everyday experience of coming to like a store special. And then in return, um, people can then, just have lovely plants to help everybody. So that's just something to think about. If you're in a rush to get out of your 9 to 5, I don't know what your situation is. That is one thing. But if you actually, like your job or like the people you work with, think about that is you may not have to be in such a rush to like move on. What impact are you having on the world in other areas um, beyond YouTube? Let me see what else Silver Blue said. Oh, Silver Blues is saying the other thing he says is remain calm during the chaos. Life is what happens when you're making other plans. So true. And be kind to yourself. If you can't be kind to yourself, how can you be kind to anyone else? True, true. Silver Blues. Right now, I'm putting them once a week on my Retro K channel. I have a separate channel, however, at the Silver Blue that had for years but never posted on. Thank you, John. Then I don't have to call you Silver Blues. My closest friends do and call me Silver Blue. I will call you either Silver Blues, Silver John. Um, thank you for sharing those beautiful thoughts. It's true that thing about grace. So what I was talking about today with community, which is amazing, is that what they're saying with YouTube, and I think it's going to be different for us guys, is that the YouTube content creators which were the generation before us. There's the big guys like Think Media and Mr. Beast and all of that. They're probably going to be just fine. But then there's another class of content creators. Maybe they have like 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers. A lot of them are feeling the pinch of this next wave of content creators coming up, which includes us. And I think there's room on the internet for everyone, but I think what's super duper special and what YouTube is going to be supporting is community. So I don't know about you guys. I found that I came to YouTube, um, with the idea that this would be a side hustle. But one of the things, and I sincerely mean this, is I feel like, and I know Jamel will understand this, Silver Blues. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm finding that the community support, whether it's one on one with people or just in these chat rooms, like when you hear from Nemo and he just says, like, keep going. I appreciate you. Just those little things really make a difference that someone personally is like shouting out. So I think that, that a lot of people came to um, YouTube and they were motivated by DoDash to like just start posting. And I think, no matter what, she got a lot of people on this platform. But now what's happening is I think there's people that kind of were relying on her as the community. But here's what's most amazing is what I'm seeing is that like I have my little corner of the internet and I really appreciate people have come and those people that are drawn to me come back. And then I'm kind of drawn to certain people and keep checking in on them. But then what's neat is in the comments section, people are finding each other. And then people that were once disciples of DoDash, if they can get over that, then each person then has impact. So, as an example, Draven started out with Start Here Tashmir as one of his early supporters, but then Draven just went and did his thing, And then now people are like, who's this Draven guy? And then Draven has his own community that he's out supporting. And people are supporting him. So I think our communities are really going to keep growing stronger if we all just keep, um, yeah, if we just all keep supporting one another authentically, following the people that we're most interested in. And also just people that have that really positive energy, I think. So let me just check in on what I'm missing in this lovely, lovely chat here. Okay. Jamel, Silver Blue Retrocade, just subscribed. Yay! Jamel, wanted to show my support to everyone. We are the YouTube algorithm. Jamel, love this month. Love the Christmas colors, red, yellow, and green. Um, good. Thank you for sharing. So Silver Blue, if you haven't met Jamel, he's got a lot of cool content too. And then I got to find my piece of paper, guys. So hang on one second. Talk amongst yourselves, and I will find my notes. Oh, you guys, you guys, you guys. Jamel, you might actually like this woman. She's interesting. Um, I wanted to give a shout out to a woman called El Reno because she's an ex Jehovah's Witness. I don't know if she's gone back to Jehovah's Witness, but I think it's ex Jehovah's Witness. And she was able to get monetized in like an outrageously short amount of time. But what she's also done is shared on her lives how she was able to do it. I think it might have been like 5, 6 weeks and she got monetized, something like that. And then she had a post, and I'll post it in the live, the links later. Might take me a day or so, guys, because I got to go to work tonight. But Elle um, shared, I think it is like 12 to 20 tips in a most recent post about the things that she thought helped her get monetized so quickly. And one of those things was to just be authentic and to share your story. And I think one of the things that she mentioned which resonated with me is sometimes we just want to show up on YouTube to be the expert. And this is something I'm going to change too based on what she was saying is she was like people don't want to just see like the finished product. She was like they want to see the imperfect you. They want to see like the challenges or how you got there. It's like a like a makeover project. So she was like, tell your story of how you struggled and, you know, how you are struggling. Don't just say, I've got it all figured out. And I thought that was really cool. So I gotta think about that. And the other thing that I'm gonna be working on is Auntie Riva's encouraged it. Other people have said to me, how come I'm not gonna put more of me in my dance in the dance video. So I'm going to get there, guys. And I'll tell you why. Part of having me dance is it's a little bit tricky technically, um, trying to keep yourself in frame and dancing. It's not to say that I'm not going to do it, but I will, because I was just motivated because I saw, who is it? Angie Naz. We had a dance challenge out, and then she didn't participate in the dance challenge initially, and then all of a sudden she's dancing in the supermarket, and she's been taping herself in the club, line dancing. And I thought, oh, why don't I tape myself in the club? That's pretty cool. I just haven't like taken my camera, but I got to tell you this. Do you know that artist David Foster? He's like a music producer. He produced Celine Dion, and then he eventually put out his own album. But I gotta say that David Foster, the music producer, is better than David Foster, the like singer. So I kind of feel a little bit like that. I'm better at filming. I know my strength. I'm better at filming fabulous dancers. I'm only okay as a dancer. I can certainly teach and break down dances, but I'm not the best dancer. So right now you're going to see a lot of other dancers on my channel. Okay. Oh, let's check out the chat here. Oh, da, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. Silver Blues. I love you. Okay, hang on. I'm just catching it. Oh, Silver Blues. I love hearing people sing So you saying that he sings like with my spirit? Oh yes, 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 yes. Jamel, follow your bliss. I love positive atmosphere. Oh, you know what, Jamel? So that woman, El Reno, oh, her lives are so chill. And when she was revealing her analytics, she just glows and lights up. So if you like that chill vibe, oh, she is so awesome. Um, Silver Blues, I like how you're saying it's a work of art. I'm not sure. I'm putting on the reds first. What happened is I couldn't remember what decorations we had. So years ago, I went to IKEA because I love these. Aren't these cute? These are heart Christmas tree decorations. And I brought them home and then I realized we already had like a lot of red balls, but we're going to put red first. Todd, hello. So let's talk about, since we're talking about community, let's talk about Todd from Mind Games, My ND Games. I've always said there's people that wait to be picked. There's people that wait in their job for someone to say, oh, you're awesome, you deserve a raise, or you're awesome, you deserve an next promotion. And I've been lucky that I've been picked at different times in my life to be a supervisor and things like that. And the first time that ever happened to me was I was in my 20s, and then the marketing guy said, would you like to come into the marketing department? Would you like blah 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 blah? And he said, would you like that? And I thought, yes, I would like that. Can't you see? I would love that. And then I realized not everyone can see inside you that you want to do something or be someone. So speak up for yourself. So what I really appreciate about Todd from Mind Games is that we all have the same technology in front of us. We have the ability to communicate with shorts, videos, live. Todd from Mind Games picked up on live, but then what he's done with live is he's created this little clubhouse. And it's different than Nemo. It's different than some of the other people that are having live. Is Todd's gone all in, and Jamel, I know that you've been on his lives as well, so you know what it's like. Is it just feels like he's put a little shingle up, a sofa, and has just made it a welcoming space for anybody. He's even let, I guess, what you want to say, trolls, people that want to come in and challenge him. He said he wants to welcome that because he realizes that there's kids out there that he thinks he can, hopefully transform. And I don't know, Todd, how it's gone with you and if you've been able to transform kids. But if you've ever gone to North Pole, Alaska, Katie's lives, she's in Alaska and she's got a lot of kids that don't even have content necessarily on YouTube, but they show up on her live because here's someone that is just willing to listen to them and listen to all their stories. So if you haven't had a chance to visit North Pole Alaska's lives and you've never gone live yet, go visit Katie because it's just another clubhouse of people from any age to get together and just share what they're thinking. So I'm just gonna um, catch up to the chat here. Okay, let's see here. Silver Blues Retrograde. I love David Foster, his song with Olivia Newton-John, The Best of Me. I'm going to have to listen to that again. Jamel, follow your bliss. I was fired up, but now relaxed on my ND games, on Mind Games. Yes. Oh, and I'm sorry, Mind Games, you might be live. I just went live because I got to get to work. Um, Silver Blues Retrocade. I just subbed to Todd's channels. Oh, you didn't know each other. Well, how awesome. Silver Blues Retrocade, you are going to enjoy whenever you see Todd go live, join the chat, say whatever's on your mind. And the other thing too is, and Jamal knows this as well, but I feel very treasured and lucky is, no matter what I'm feeling in the day, if I have a chance to stop by Todd, even if it's for a short period of time, I don't know why he's done this with me or if he does it with other people, but he'll give me a blessing when I leave, and it's the most beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's see here. Yes, Jamel, Mind Games is doing great. Silver Blues. You know what, Silver Blues? I know that you leave me the most interesting chat. So I'm looking forward to you connecting with both Jamel and connecting with Todd, because I think you'll really appreciate connecting with both of them. Living My Best Life at 60. Hello. I don't think I know your channel. So we can't wait to check you out. Living My Best Life. Um, Living My Best Life. Tell us which is some of your um, what's your best content that we should come and visit if we don't know you. And I could be subscribed to you and just haven't had a chance to come back around after I subscribe. So I apologize if I am subscribed and have been neglectful. So yeah, living my best 60 life. I'm curious also, how long have you been here on YouTube? Because this wave of content creators in their 40s, 50s, and 60s is amazing. Um, and I tell you, the thing that am I out of hangers? Okay, we're going to have to do our best here. I can't believe, here's the hangers. Duh. And it says here, living my best life. I know the source. 2.5 years. Gotcha. And then are you monetized living my best life at 60? Because if you are, we want to know the secret to getting monetized. And then living my best life, are you wanting to be monetized, or do you just are you just enjoying the YouTube experience? I know there's, like, Dina was saying that um, she was wanting to leave a legacy, and that was what she was hoping her channel would be. Living my best life, you're monetized. How long did that take in your 2.5 year journey? We all want to know, because a lot of us here are not yet. I'm not monetized yet on this channel. I am monetized on my music channel, but yeah, congrats. Living my best life at 60 says, be yourself and be genuine. Okay, that's a good tip. Gotcha. Um, and how long did it take you to get monetized? And how were you able to be patient? Because I just want to get it done as quickly as possible. And I know um, Todd at Mind Games has been staying up all sorts of crazy hours. But what I do appreciate about one of the things that Todd's doing, and I totally get it, is he said he's never felt so alive since animation school. And I thought there's a name for that, and they call that when you're in flow, when you're in the zone. And when you're in that zone, you kind of get like a special energy, and you can just produce a lot of stuff. So I get that, and no one else can tell you go to sleep. You'll know in your own right time. But let's see here. So hang on here. Silver Blues. Let's take a look here. I just want to catch up to the chat. Living my best life is saying people can tell if you're fake or not. I think they can. That's right. Silver Blues Retrocade. I see he's going the Vlogmas as well, like Dina. Um, and Silver Blues Retrocade. Yeah, it's about 7:30 Eastern time. Jamel, living my best life at Jamel, you're 60? Or you're talking, sorry, you're talking to living my best life at 60. Sorry. Yes. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm caught up to chat. Any other tips? Living my best life at 60 for those of us wanting to get monetized. And then I am curious, living my best life at 60 is, do you find, has the community on YouTube always been like it is now? Like it feels like, because I've only been here for 2 months, and this latest group of content creators, we're all like going live and sharing and caring, and it just feels a little bit different. Um, and I don't know if your time, like in the last little while, if you've noticed a bit, um, if you've noticed it's different, because I certainly am very happy that I've joined. Like if we were in college, I kind of enjoy this class of content creators. Everyone's been um, just so encouraging, and I think that's going to make the difference. I've noticed. Um, okay, here's another tip from living my best life at 60: is make connections with your viewers. Huh. So when you mean um, make connections with your viewers, I'm assuming you mean through your comments, maybe, or through the through lives. I can't wait to check out your channel. And I apologize again. I could be a subscriber and just haven't made it back around. With community, the other thing too is, has anyone tried out the new community hub? So what I mean by that is, if you check out, I think it's on YouTube Studio, um, is right beside the little dollar sign button, just to the left of it, it says community. It's only 2 weeks old. When you push on that, and Todd, I'm hoping that you'll see this now or on the repeat, is that if you're looking for an easy place, like if you're kind of like, how do I keep up with everyone's comments without going through all my content? If you push on the community tab, the community hub tab, it's a new thing that lets you see all the comments that you need to like get back to all in one place. And crazy as it is, because I don't think this is exactly authentic, but it is at least, AI will um, auto populate a response for you that you can just send. I mean, what Nemo was saying, the only danger in that is sometimes it says, hey, bro, when it's really going out to a girl. So just be careful about using the auto replies. Okay, living my best life at 60. I share my life on my channels and care about my viewers and friends. Okay. And living my best life at 60, I just subscribed. Oh, I'm so glad everyone is finding each other. Um, the other people, here's another lady I just found. So again, I'll try to put these in the post chat. It might take me a day or so. So it is a fabulous lady, and she's got the most calming voice. Her name is Diane Moore. I don't know if any of you guys know about her. Um, she's over 50 or 60, and she got monetized mega quickly as well once the YouTube channel figured out what was going on with her. So this is the other thing that the people have been saying, and I can't remember who said this, and if you may not realize, but it makes sense. The people that have been monetized, like where people go, I've been monetized in X weeks, is there's a couple of different scenarios, but one is if you've had a previous YouTube channel and it's been like a dead channel, and you're wondering, should I post or start a new channel, or should I just revive the dead channel? A lot of people have been saying when they've had a dead channel, one that they posted on and never went anywhere, they were saying when they revived that dead channel, they felt like it helped kickstart them on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube channel that you haven't done anything with, kickstart that. But the other thing that they were saying, and I think this is a super good tip, and I don't think people even realize it. So in YouTube land, we're often thinking, pushing out content, pushing out content. And the old model was content, subscriber. That's why we're calling them subscribers. But the new YouTube is about community. So what they're saying as part of that is that people are the ones that, were able to get monetized quickly. They're saying that before they even went, and these are people you'll be like, how come you only have 30 or 40 videos and you got monetized quickly? What they were saying is they often like Googled, did all this research before they even started posting. And when you think about it, Google is like super duper smart. So Google then went, oh, this person is interested in this topic. So therefore, the content they produce is likely going to be on that topic. So they're most likely going to be subject matter experts. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not just about creating an avoid, it's also about Google recognizes your search activity. What are you reading? What are you watching on the channel? And it's using that information to figure out what your channel is about. Does that make sense? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, let me just check up with the chat. And Jamel's right. We are the algorithm. Living my best life. Yes, building a community is wonderful. I can't wait to check out your channel. Thank you for stopping by. Jamel, thank you for the reassurance that I'm doing okay. It is looking pretty good. So I think I've got the golds done. And then living my best life. I don't know if you've checked out some of these other channels. The other channel is This Little Shed of Mine. There's two members of our community that I think about in particular, and they are This Little Shed of Mine um, has been going through different life health issues, but this lady is the most amazing, encouraging lady, loves Christmas, and has been so willing to share her ups and her downs. And the other person in the community, if you haven't met yet, is Ellen Smiles. So Ellen, I hope everything is okay with you and your husband. Ellen's husband is going through major health issues, but you know what they've done um, is they're documenting this very difficult journey along the way. And I think something just happened the other day with his compressed air, and I can't believe that in this crisis Ellen had the presence of mind to just like get a camera out, and you can hear her nervously laugh to the camera, and it's not a funny thing she's talking about, and yet she's taking a moment to share this very difficult experience. And I think, wow, these people are powerful, because you know, one day when something happens to her husband, Steve, she's going to have like these videos with his voice on it. And as uncomfortable as it is, she knows that there will be other people out there that are experiencing these the same difficulty. And so the fact that she is selflessly putting herself on camera to share these difficult experiences, um, I'd say North Pole, Alaska, Katie, you would not know from her sunny disposition that she's fighting Crohn's disease. And she has to like watch her dietary intake when she's traveling, and she can get very sick. But here are these people that are documenting it all. So I think that's been the biggest lesson with this YouTube journey, is I think a lot of us start out and we're kind of just like this, talking, offering our YouTube tips. And so it's got me thinking about how can we share our pain, as well as how can we share the things we're excited about. And it's easy to be all that Instagrammy, like, hey, life is good. And like for me, I'm doing all this dancing and things like that. But you know, we're all human. And so I think that's what's going to make all our channels amazing. So as an example, and I'll catch up with the chat here in a second, is for those of you that don't know, Start Here Tashmir, she started about the same time as me. And one of the most genuine, authentic people that you can meet on these new YouTube streets. But recently, there was an explosion that rocked an apartment building in The Hague. That's where Tashmir is. Don't know if it's a terrorist thing. They're still investigating. Don't know if it's bad guys, or don't know if it was like a natural cause. They're trying to figure it out. But what happened is there were people trapped in the rubble. And unfortunately, what happened is they could only send in search dogs for a very, very short period of time because the building was going to potentially collapse. So, what happened, and this is why I so love this community, is Tashmir just asked all of us. She's spiritual, but not necessarily religious, but she did ask us to pray for the people of The Hague, those that were directly impacted, and the city was reeling, wondering, are they under a terrorist threat? And so the first person I thought of was to reach out to Todd, because I know he's often live and reaches many, many people. And then I think I also reached out at some point to Anthony, but also to Nemo and anyone that knows or heard about this through Todd or through Tashmir or through all these networks. I was just so proud of our community because now we're here for each other at difficult times, and people just radiated out with that message, like light a candle, say your prayers. And I thought that was just such a beautiful thing. I'm just going to catch up to chat. Jamel, I appreciate you. You follow sharing your wisdom. Start here. Tashmir is awesome. Yes. Snap back, Trishana. You know what? I don't think I know your channel, so I can't wait to go back to check out those people I don't know. So thank you for following my Christmas tree decoration. Snap back. Can't wait to see. By the way, I just learned this. So sometimes you see in the chat whether you're the live chat creator or whether you're the person that's whether you're on the live chat or whether it's after the fact. You're like, how do I get a hold of these people? How do I find out, how can I see that chat again? And I could not find the lives for the longest of time. So here's what I found out. Immediately after the live, you can't find the chat. YouTube takes a little bit to process and like smash all that together. But give it an hour, 2 hours, it could even take the whole day. Then later, the live chat will be available. So you'll see the comments. And then in the comment section, there's 2 dots. So you just like, how would you know this? You swipe it and then you could see the live chat. It's like YouTube doesn't make that exactly easy. Follow your bliss life. I want to share with Snapback is an awesome person. Energetic, a great woman of God. You know what's interesting too about this whole YouTube experience is that, in public life, not everyone that is religious necessarily gets to talk about that at work without people being like, without that being frowned upon. So I thought it's quite interesting that starting with Dodash and a lot of other creators, that a lot of Christian content creators have been able to just be straightforward and talk about their faith. And what I've seen is that people have even hosted like Bible chats and other interesting things in terms of using the lives. There is another, I know, and I think her name is Angela. Jamel, do you know about this little, is it called this little oil? I think her name is Angela. I'm going to have to find it. It's this wonderful lady that I'm going to have to find her channel. I'll include it. She has such genuine enthusiasm, and she talks about the story of this little, it's like a Bible story about oil and only having a little bit of oil. I know I'm not making any sense here. I'm all rambly, so I'll have to snap back. Trishana, yes, we follow each other. I met you and Tashmir when you was on live. Oh, okay, yes. I'll have to circle. I cannot wait to circle back. And that's the thing. There's so many people right now, and everyone's producing such awesome content. So it's just a matter of being able to circle back with everyone. And that's what I've been trying to do is, I don't know, I'd love to hear from chat is how have you all been keeping up with producing your own content and staying up with the community? So what I've been finding is I've been finding 2 useful hacks because I see that Nemo says, I'm on break at work, and then he's checking out people. But what I've been doing is, if people have a particularly interesting piece of content, sometimes I've been playing them on my commute to work. So that gets me about 15 minutes of interesting content. And then also, I love to take a bath in the evening. So I'm often, I always hope that my camera isn't live when that happens. Is yes, I'm often checking out a lot of people's content as I'm taking a bath. I take an old phone into the bath, one that I don't really care about, and then if it gets a little steamy, that's okay. So let me check on with chat. Oops. Um, see if there was anything else that I was going to mention about. Um, there is a short that I will post either on my community or probably in this description by Nick Nimmin. And what I really appreciate about him is he's someone that is one of those YouTube experts. But he had a short out recently that was just being encouraging to tell people, like, you're learning new things. Be patient with yourself. And I think that's that whole thing about giving yourself grace. And the story I have on that is just to share with you guys a bit of my background. I actually went to school in broadcasting. Um, I went to radio broadcasting school. And when I was starting out, they actually tell you to speak from your diaphragm, but oftentimes as women, we speak up here right in our chest, and it's very annoying to people. So I had to kind of, well, now it's not nice and deep right now at this moment, but yeah, your voice is like an instrument, and you often don't have it under control. And back in those days, in the 80s, when I was a radio DJ, is that they had what's called a radio check, and they have like a little, the cassette tape would turn on every time your microphone would turn on, and then you go and get reviewed. And they'd say you need to do this, this, and this, and this. But my voice is an instrument. It's like learning any instrument, like a guitar or anything like that. Gosh, it's frustrating when you're starting out. And I'll tell you, even getting onto this live was frustrating for me, because the early lives I did were super easy. All I did was just like push the button, went live, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to get a little fancy here, and I'm going to make sure I put a thumbnail and all that. But this is only the second time when I've done a proper thumbnail. And I'm like, how do I get back into my live? Do I do it through YouTube? Do I do it through YouTube Studio? So I'm saying to you, to me, it is what it is. We're all learning. It's a new skill. And until we do it a bunch of times, I think I should just go live every day like other people, just so I can get practice. Okay, I'm just going to catch up with the lives. People are having an awesome time in the chat. Jamel says, I love all my YouTube family. Isn't that so true? This new family, I'm thinking I've only been on for 2 months, and I think, I don't know, like, I can't imagine life right now without having this very supportive YouTube family. It has been such a source of comfort at this time. Oh, thank you, Todd, that you're saying love the decorations. Now, John is saying from Silver Blues Retrocade, LOL, too funny. I used to work at an FM station. John, I would have known that because have I heard your voice? I feel like your voice, have you spoken in any of your videos? I feel like you would have a good voice. I don't know. You just have that look that you would have a nice voice, but maybe have you spoken in any of your videos? Huh, that's funny. So John, from Silver Blues Retrocade, what shift did you have at the radio station? So when I say I was in radio, my mom, being Asian, I don't know if this is all families, but Asian people in particular, you need to be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, or in my case, my mom was like be a teacher. That's a noble, or work for the phone company. These are noble professions. So I got to hand it to my mom. Like I went to be a teacher for a year in university and went, I don't think so. This course material is boring. So I went to radio school instead, and God bless my mom because yeah, she still, like, she didn't disown me. She in fact with my brother drove up my car, the family car, and let me pay off the family car $100 a month. It was a Chevy Chevette. So, anyways, I think, my mom had this expression, and your mom's made too. She said, Adrian, you could be anything you want as long as you put your mind to it. So I really appreciate that. She was like, okay, if you're going to do this, you better do it good. And so if you see on my channel, I got a chance to meet the breakdancing, the world breakdancing champion, not the Australian lady, but the male champion is from here in Vancouver. Phil, I can't remember his last name, but Phil, oh, it'll come to me. But what's cool about Phil is, can you imagine his parents had never seen him breakdance until they went to the Olympics because it was kind of a source of friction between them. So thank goodness he won gold because I can't imagine if he didn't win gold, what he would, what his parents would have thought about that. But he had the conviction to stick with it. And I think that's the same with all of us here on YouTube, is like having the conviction that, we're all going to be all right. Like, and that's why I think it's really important to keep creating content that you feel is good for your soul and could help another person, because at the end of the day, whether we're monetized or not, can we have impact? Can we help our communities? And so let me just catch up with the live here. Oh, there's so many interesting things going on in chat. Hi, Tashmir. Silver Blues or John says, I was a 7 to midnight shift in an adult contemporary station, 101.3, the best variety of the 60s, 70s, and today, LOL. You know what's funny about that, John? Is so I was at two stations, a middle of the road, which played schmaltzy stuff. And my first job was like, I'd say, da 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 da, because this was in the 80s, like Heart, coming up the news, and then I would do the news. It was such a small station. So I too had that late shift. And John, I'm curious, were you guys at the time we had carts? So there were those 8 tracks. I'm curious if you had the same thing. Start here, Tashmir. I made it to your live. Thank you, Tash. Oh my goodness. True. Hugs, lady. Aw, now it's a party. Tashmir, look it. You'll have to see it in the restream. Jamel's been giving me a lot of emojis encouraging me on. We're on our way. What time is it now? It's 5 o'clock my time. Oh, okay. John is saying we were on CDs at the time. Oh, so you were just a little bit ahead of me, because here's the other little background story I'll tell you is I used to, as my first job in college, be a wedding DJ. And at the time, if there's anyone in their 20s on this chat, they won't even know what I'm talking about. Cassette tapes. I had a DJ using cassette tapes. Can you imagine that? I'd like play, someone would request a song, and then I'd have to get a cassette and like, and then I'd have to like, you would rotate it a quarter back so that it would then start on time. So yes, cassette tapes to DJ. It was brutal. Oh my God. Snapback, Trishan is asking, start here, Tashmir, if the meds are helping. And you know what, Tashmir, I thought that was interesting, is your thing about the steamer. You'll have to do a video about that, because you were saying it's not a steamer, but it's like a clothes steamer. I thought that was a great hack. I think I got a clothes steamer. Because when you asked about migraines, and I noticed your video had a lot of views on it. So I'm sure there's other people suffering from migraines looking for solutions. For me, it's just putting like a cold compress on my head, almost like ice, to just fake out the brain. I think. So start here. Tashmir says she only took one, so she's okay so far. Okay, let's see. We're putting on the clear decorations. Not bad. It's 5 o'clock now. In case you guys don't know, I have a full-time gig as a garden center buyer. And then just Friday nights, I teach line dance and I DJ at a nightclub downtown. And that's not till 8, but traffic's been crazy. Last week was Tay-Tay, it was Taylor Swift. And so I had to go so early because I was worried about traffic. And then everyone in Vancouver just stayed. These icicles are the bomb. Aren't they making it look sparkly and pretty? So, yeah, with Taylor Swift, everyone stayed out of the downtown core. But I got to tell you, DJing was such a nightmare last week because people stayed away. So I had 45 minutes of like slow. And then when people came, some of the people were so obnoxious. And I've not had many nights like that. Let's see what's happening here. Snapback says, tree looks amazing. Oh, thank you. House is beautiful with that picture window. Yes, we have these doors. To keep costs down, you could get one of those beautiful like glass garage doors, but my husband had the doors so they're like this and then they fold open so that in the summertime when both of the doors fold open, it just looks like this will be open and then that side will be open. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. He designed it well. John is saying the strange thing that helps me for migraine. So listen up, YouTube. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice and 4 tablespoons of sugar, something in the citric acid, vitamin C, and sucrose. So doctor gave me the idea for it. Interesting. Start here, Tashmir is saying, for those of you with migraines. So here's the thing about me and migraines is when the weather shifts and it suddenly gets cold, that's when I find I have, I don't know if they're migraines, but I feel like right here is just a big knot. Tashmir is saying, yes, a closed steamer. I saw a video back in the day about hot and moist can help with migraines and thought that I have a closed steamer. Do you know, I don't know, did you, any of you guys grow up with that vaporizer where it was like round, you put water in it and you put the Vicks Vapor Rub? Oh, to me, that's just the smell of childhood. Vicks Vaporizer. Ginger and mint combo seems to work sometimes too. And you know, Tashmir, we have this. Do you ever use those like what do you call those? Not vaporizers, but they're those steamer things that you steam essential oils. I can't remember the name for it. It'll come to me. Okay. I'm so glad we're doing this, guys, because I would have felt bad. My husband laid everything out. He put lights on the house. And then I don't know if any of you are like this little shed of mine where she's got like multiple trees on the go. My friend's like that too. He was saying when he was a kid, they had like the adult tree, the kids tree. And I think this little shed of mine, we'll have to check her channel to see if she put up her black tree. I think it was black with silver decorations. That just sounded awesome. Thank you, John. John, I'm finding in my old age, I'm forgetting words. John from Silver Blues called it an infuser. Correct. Humidifier, steam humidifiers. Oh, diffusers. There's a company in Vancouver that puts these diffusers out. I'm wondering if they're known worldwide. Do you guys know it? It's called Sage, and they have the most beautiful scents. But for any of you that know about that Japanese company, Muji, they put out like a lime essential oil, and it's lovely. My husband finds, though, that I run it too long, and he finds the mint is too strong. So when he goes out of town, I just jack up the mint and eucalyptus for sure. Okay, let's see what we got left, guys. We got colorful, 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 um, the color decorations. Start here, Tashmir. While you're here, I do have a question. Oh, who's telling us this? Living my best life at 60. My mom would rub our chest down with Vicks. Yes, yes. Then wrap a towel around our neck. Ugh, so true. Not only that, someone told me to do this. This also works. Is so, Tashmir. Hopefully they have this in the Hague. That Vicks thick gel. Do you guys have that? I'm sure you guys do. The other thing that someone told me to do, and it works just as well, is they said put Vicks on your feet. Um, and then for those of you that know Tiger Balm, Tiger Balm. I love the smell. Some people find it too strong, but Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet as well. But I forgot about that. Tashmir, I'll give you another one, but this isn't with migraines. This is just for anyone else suffering flu season. This is a Mama San special. So you're like fluey, you're coughy, and you just can't get that, over that cough. Take a couple of lemons, just slice them up, cut ginger, and then honey. Put that on high boil, boil it, boil it, boil it. It's like a hot lemonade. Oh, that helps move things around. John, thank you for helping bring me back to center, everyone. I'm off to bed now. Okay, John, thank you for stepping in. And it's East Coast time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will now, you'll just have to catch it on the restream. Putting the big Susicle balls on now. And then I still have time, which is great. Start here, Tashmir. Oh, she knows Tiger Balm, but doesn't like the smell. I know, it's super duper strong. Tashmir, I have a question for you, and we just haven't connected lately, so I haven't been able to ask you. So if your computer is working, do you mind sharing? I'm curious about, you've had a few restreams, and I'm curious what the metrics or the analytics look like on that. Are you willing to share any of this? I don't know if there's a way to just share on your most successful, your most successful restream, because I'm curious about restream. Oh, start here, Tashmir. Oh, I'll take Mama San's recipe. Can you please repeat that? Yes. Okay, a couple things. So while Tashmir thinks about whether she can share with us some of the data on her restreams, looping, the recipe for, so if you've got a bad cough and like cold, couple lemons, wash the outside of the lemon because sometimes there's pesticides, chop the lemons up. Use brown sugar or you can use honey, and then chop up ginger, overboil it, keep boiling, boiling, boiling it, and then serve it to yourself hot. Now, this is old school. You don't throw anything out. So say you want more of it, you add more water and it'll just be fine. You don't even have to add new lemons. And that amazingly, you can just leave on the stove. My mom has that going where, I don't know, it feels like she has that for like 3 days even, and it doesn't go bad. So you might try that. So start here is telling us, oh, interesting, Tashmir, you're using OBS for your restreams, not that Restream IO. And then I'm just wondering on the looping, does it, yeah, like my last live accumulated 13 watch hours. So I was curious on your best looping. How did it do? Like, does it add enough watch hours? I wasn't sure if it was worth it or not. I can't really figure out an application, Tashmir, on how I might use restreaming that would make sense for my channel. I thought one idea would be like, how on Christmas they have that fireplace going 24 hours? I thought what might be interesting heading into like maybe after Christmas, heading into 2025, people are trying to lose weight. So I didn't know if it might make sense to have like an electric slide loop where if you're like, hey, I can tune in anytime and then just start doing the electric slide just to lose a few pounds, or maybe have Footloose on Restream. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have any ideas, but I thought that might be a way of like losing weight. I thought that there would need to be a purpose on the Restream. Okay, so the rest of you guys on live or on the Restream, Tashmir is going to fetch the numbers. The most popular got 2,000 views. Let me check the hours. So what's interesting about this is, was it Clam Life with Stacy Tashmir? You'll remember. She had a video that went viral. It's close to 1 million. I'll have to check that out. I think it was Glam Life with Stacy, and she did a restream. What everyone says on the restream is to make sure it's your own original content. Don't be streaming no octopus. Make sure it's your content. So you see different people like playing at the water park or other things. I see other people, and this is a good thing for you people with pets. You can just loop that cat over and over again. I'll be watching it on Restream. I can tell you that much. I love animals. I just watched a short the other day. I'm going to have to remix or find a way to post it on the channel. For those of you that haven't played much around with shorts, there's people that say never do a short, and there's other people that say do shorts. I personally like shorts because shorts are a quick way to produce content. And what's fun is you can also do collabs, green screens, try out all those features, because you might find that you have a hidden talent or something that might be to your liking. And the thing that I want to experiment with going forward, so when Riva's encouraging, and some of the other people in the community have been saying, hey, when are you going to do more dancing, is I think I want to experiment with some of these TikTok dances, but I think I want to try doing some of them with my mom. So I think that would be quite fun. Oh, okay. Start here, Tashmir. Oh, let's see here. Start here, Tashmir. Your dancing footage is awesome to restream. Oh, well, you know what? The only thing about the what Tashmir is saying, the dancing footage, is that YouTube does not like music on lives. It often will immediately shut down any live content that has copyrighted music. So it would have to be non-copyrighted music. So I could do the dancing, but I'd have to replace it with YouTube music. And then it says, LOL. Oh, Jamel, thank you for the emojis. That's always a good thing. Start here, Tashmir. No, that goes for all content. Make it your own always. Tashmir, I have some good cat stuff coming for you. Yes. And you know what, Tashmir, I just found the other day is, and this really goes for everyone, is, I was going through my back catalog of videos, and this is like years and years on my Google Photos, and you might want to do the same, is I found only a few videos of my dad and only like a few of my mom. And when you think about all these everyday interactions that you have with the people you love, not everyone has their parents still alive, or their like pets still alive. And I was not glass. I was dismayed to find that I had very little videos. I have photos, but I have very little videos of my cat. So if you have animals, or there's like treasured aunts and uncles, try to get them on video so you can hear their voice, see their movement. So Tashmir, by the way, I have found the best video of my kitty cat. My kitty cat was a double talker. So not only was she like a purrer, and I don't know if any of you that have cats have this, but my cat did that purr and then that chirping noise on top. So I'm not talking about when they see a bird, but you'd hear purr and then you'd hear thrup, thrup, thrup. And so I've got that video, so I cannot wait to load that, because, and I'm surprised that I don't have this on YouTube, because wouldn't it be great is I can actually, maybe I should loop that, Tashmir, because I'd love to just hear that sound when you go to sleep. Okay, let me just check out here. Tashmir, my shorts are doing great, and make sure to link them to your long form when you can. So, by the way, about the shorts content, there's two different things you can do. You can create shorts from scratch. You can collab with other people, and then you can also um, you can also do shorts from your lives. So you can clip your own material. You can legally clip pieces of your video using the remix function, and then that auto links to your long form content. So think about repurposing your lives, because sometimes we're all like this, la 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 with lives, but can you find some gems, some 15-second gems, some 60-minute gems? And the other cool thing about when you hit remix on one of your videos is, if your video is horizontal and then you hit remix, the way YouTube works is it lets you choose what part of that long video. So what that physically looks like is, it looks like the camera is just like close up on whatever action that you choose. It's really cool. And it makes you kind of focus on like what was relevant about that 8-minute video, or however long video, or however long live that you had to say. And it's a great way of it does two things. It's a great way of instantly um, connecting people to your content, and yeah, it has so many good things. Okay, let's see here. Start here. Tashmir says you can play some music with copyright free music. Hey, and Tashmir, do you already have videos out about your that AI music thing that you were working on and telling us we should all do? And by the way, the new thing that YouTube has created, if you haven't yet seen this, and this is being talked about YouTube specifically, is they have um, the tab that says inspiration. So go to YouTube Studio desktop version. So for those of you that YouTube only on your phone, try going to the desktop version, because there's all sorts of interesting things. But the new feature is inspiration. Inspiration now has something where they're telling you, YouTube is telling you, hey, here's the kind of content that you can create. Now, they've always had that before, but they've expanded it to include their version of Chat GPT, even to the point where they will create a thumbnail for you. Now, the thumbnail that they created for me wasn't exactly the greatest, so I'll have to share some of that. But they were like, hey, you should talk more about line dancing. And then they generated a photo of like some cowboy boots. It was unbelievable. But you keep text prompting what you want, and then YouTube sends you these thumbnails. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, let's see here. Tashmir saying plastic orange, good choice. Um, panda shouts or chirps. Okay. Anyone else um, have interesting content creators that we should shout out, that other people can be introduced to that may not know about them? Because earlier in the chat, we were telling people about some other amazing content creators that they should find. Do I have everyone? Yes. I think I talked about, there's so many people to shout out, so I don't want to miss anyone, but some of the ones that I mentioned earlier in the live are worth checking out, and I will include those. Or if anyone has any tips or interesting things that they want to share, please do share. So Tashmir, what I was telling people earlier. Okay, now this, oh, I haven't finished with all these, but I think I want to get to this. What time is now? 5:15. This is the special box. So I'm glad you guys that stuck in the live are here for this. This is the box of my most sentimental decorations. So this baggy bummed lame was made by my aunt. And I like this because my mom, some of you may have met her on my shorts, is quite competitive. She has a twin sister. And there was a time when my grandma died, and I think every aunt got they got sort of my grandma's superpowers of crafting, or everyone's like, it's like my grandma was working through everyone. So everyone went crazy with crafts one year. So this is a little homemade teddy bear, but I just think it's quite funny that he's got quite the butt. So that's my little lame. I just think it's great that he's got a tremendous teddy bear butt. So that one's from my aunt, which is my mom's twin sister. And so she would be 88 as well. And I always say to Norm, I've been usually so busy in retail that I'm so exhausted because I've also in the past been a buyer of Christmas tree ornaments. So by the time Christmas rolls around, I never have time to put up my own tree. This is a little mouse given to me by Norm's daughter. The thing is, as a buyer of Christmas tree ornaments, you have to be careful that you don't buy everything. But this was one that I thought was super cute. And so Anna, who came and worked with me, which is Norm's daughter, saw that I liked that. So she bought that for me, which I should, let me just point, I'm going to bring the camera. I got to show you guys this. This is amazing. So hang on. Okay. So some people have noticed the art in the house. The artists in the house are my husband. Check this out. Isn't this incredible? This is Anna. She gave me that cute little mouse, but she's the artist. That's a self-portrait. Isn't that something? She is currently in England working in television production, which is huge and amazing. And she's going to be coming home for Christmas. She's going to be bummed that we did this without her. I'm hoping that you can see this. Let's see. I love these ornaments. These are made by my Uncle Bill. You know, it's interesting when everyone got into crafts, my Uncle Bill decided to get into stained glass. Isn't that interesting? Such an unusual hobby. And he made this beautiful little angel. But this one's my favorite, this one. So it's kind of nice to be able to put up the decorations that have special meaning. This one is made of glass. I want that to be special. Okay. There are, oh, I love this one. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll see if I can bring it a little. Let me see if I can see the lens here. Look at that. Isn't that weird? My grandma made this. It's a little, like, I don't even know. Look at the feet. You see this? Let's see here. It's a little penguin made by my grandma with googly eyes. That's going to have a special place. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, I'll save this for last. Okay, I'm going to tell you about this one. It's not even a decoration. It's a candle. I bring this out with resentment every Christmas, and I'll tell you why. Because I was working for the Yellow Pages, and this is working a corporate job. And I remember I was like the peon that had to like help wrap Christmas gifts. And I remember the corporate executive, like it was like if you were like not a supervisor, you got a little candle, and then like the next level got a bigger level candle. And I'm like, give me an effing break. So, anyways, I just bring this out every year to remind myself, yay, I got out of the corporate life. I think this little, let me see if I can get this in shot. This is a little good luck crane, an origami crane. I think this was made by my mom, beautifully lacquered. Okay, let's put that near the top. This one is, we went to Japan. This is one of the torii gates in Kyoto. Check this out, torii gates. We're still alive. We're coming along. What lights? No, I didn't want to like freak people out. Okay. And then, because what if people have, you know, some sort of crazy, I'm going to show people my special. Do you want to wave? That was Norm. Okay. Can you guys see this? Here's another one. These are, and I'm going to turn them around because these are very special. These are made of macaroni and then spray painted. Check out the hairs on those. Huh. Yeah, I can't remember. I got to find out if my mom made these. I think my aunt or my mom made these macaroni angels. put that up there. It's coming along, eh, sweetie? Okay, hang on. Thank you. Where did we get this one? Is this Tokyo? What? Oh, well, this is from Tokyo. It's an angel missing a head, Norm says. Oh, I'll hang it anyways. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, getting down to it, guys, let me just catch up with the live here. It says, oh my goodness. Thank you for the hearts if that's you, Tashmir. Here, Tashmir is giving some shout outs to Auntie, Mickey, Blissfully Renee, Todd from Mind Games, Sharita Jones, Driven Draven, This Little Shed of Mine, and Bonnie the Believer, just a few. Let's see here. AJ, your audio is amazing. Can you tell us what mic you're using? Hey, Tash, I'm glad you noticed. It's probably the first time I've used it. It's a cheap $25 mic from Amazon that you get two of them. But thank you for noticing, sister, that I actually installed it because I thought I'd be moving around. So I'll have to start using this from now. And thank you. Start here, Tashmir saying pronunciation of the Japanese words. I have no idea. Norm just walked off there. These little angels. Okay. I'm going to show you guys. So this is the headless piano player. See, we have a little more time before Tashmir runs off. This angel, let me turn its head. This one is super special because my aunt, I think this was made by my mom, because really, look at this again. What's different about this? This head comes from a bead that they bought at the craft store. And how hard is it to find like a little Asian beaded head? So somehow they found these beads that came like pre-painted with little Asian faces. So I'd say that's a find. We're kind of getting down here on the decorations, but I feel like I should finish. And then we'll leave the special one till very last. Okay, I'm gonna now just power rock the gaps. Let's see, because Tash has to go at around, what time is it right now? And do you have statistics for us, Tashmir, about restreaming? Oh, that was Anna's tea. Oh, here's your second one. I'm not sure if Tashmir is still on here to share us her stats. I don't even know who gave us these, but I got to thank them. Look at this. Aren't these cute? They're wooden, and it says, Norm. This is Adrian. Oh, wait. Oh, this came from an artist. She probably did these. It's like an architect. Put that there. Ooh, look at the little bear here. Okay, I'm glad the microphone, but hey guys, is a microphone like every time I move, do you hear the whoosh, whoosh? Okay. Tashmir is going to look up the stats while I plop on angels. I'm glad that everyone's been able to make some new connections. And I just wanted to quickly answer. Someone had a question in another live asking, do your shorts hours count towards your watch hours? They do not, unfortunately. They do count towards their own category. So it's an either or. I think it's stupid. It's like you can get monetized with 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's 10 million shorts hours. It's like, who's going to get 10 million shorts hours? That's crazy. Okay. Tashmir is still looking up her stats. I think these are little hearts from, Nepal. Here's the other one. Oh, I'm so glad you guys were able to do this with me because I just didn't know when I was going to get to this. Okay, still waiting on Josh. Jamel, beautiful Christmas. Thank you, Jamel. Oh, I gotta show you this real cool one. This is from oh, this is from Takayama, and I think this dude is like a warrior dude, and he's from Takayama Hide in Japan, and so he's a warrior dude, but he's gold, so I think it represents well. So we're gonna put him here to like guard the tree and give us good luck and money for the new year, which will be good. Now there's just like jumbo crazy. I don't know who gave us this. Oh, I remember. This is from Norm's son. We want to do RVing, so we'll put that in hopes. I'll put this on the side table in the hopes that we'll do some RVing in 2025. I'm not a camper. Are you guys campers? I know nothing about camping, but I have enjoyed when we went and rented an RV. Okay. Jamel, I love all your designs. Thanks. You know what I like, Jamel, is that these are all, rather than just a bunch of randoid Christmas decorations, we kind of have a base layer, but then it's really nice, to like put up decorations that have meaning. So what I've been starting to do is rather than collect a bunch of crap when I go traveling, is I try to collect maybe one Christmas decoration or something to hang on the tree. So as an example, this one's not even a real decoration, but look at this. In order to save money with line dancing, sometimes people take roommates and they don't even quite know them when they go to a line dance event. So this was a roommate at a line dance event, and this is a gift she gave me upon arrival at the hotel room, which is, I thought, so thoughtful, a little cowboy boot. So that's from Ramona, an ex-showgirl in Vegas. So I got a chance to reconnect with her after all these years. I hadn't seen her since COVID. Now these ones are a bit scary. Look at this. These are glass Christmas balls. These are the old timey. Does anyone else do that hide a pickle or elf on the shelf? Or who still puts real candles on their tree? Do we have any European people here? Okay, I'm surprised, guys. This is going quickly. Thank you, thank you, thank you for keeping me company. It's just made it that much easier. And I'm glad the sound is good. Oh, still waiting on Tashmir. Unless she's gone to bed, which I get because it's so late. Okay. For those of you that are just joining the live, I mentioned that this would be about community. So if you haven't checked this out already, check out on YouTube Studio on the mobile app. It's only been about 2 weeks old. So when you're checking out your stats to go live, not go live, excuse me, when you're trying to get monetized, there's two different things that you're looking for. One is watch hours. The watch hours at the top only track your 28 days, and they include watch hours from shorts and videos. And that's not what counts towards monetization. So the magic button to, as Start Here Tashmir always says, is to wear out the DNA or leave your DNA on the phone, is here's your phone. At the bottom right, there's a dollar sign. Push that one. That will tell you how far you are away from monetization. But just beside that little dollar sign now is something called community. Press on that. You're going to find a whole bunch of interesting things. And this is a new feature on YouTube. It allows you to stay in touch with your community a lot easier. Okay. Looking at Tashmir, it says, I'm going to have to do some investigating with stats because the numbers seem to be different to when I shut off the streams. No idea why. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so if you aren't subscribed yet to Start Here Tashmir, we're hoping that she's going to share it, or when she's up for it, the two of us are going to go live together. So maybe we'll have to do that on a future go live together. So let's talk about go live together. Well, let's talk about lives and community. Lives are one of the best way to connect to your community because I don't know, it shows a different part of your personality, I think. Because sometimes when you're just sitting there by yourself, you just don't, I don't know, you're just like rah, rah, rah. So I would encourage you, it's kind of like a jazz jam, I think. So if you've never gone live, here's the thing, a lot of people are scared to go live. They're like, well, what am I going to do? I know I was scared to go live because you think, well, what if no one shows up? Um, Here's what's weird, someone always shows up. And I think the reason people show up is that there's a feature on YouTube. So you're able to go, I can't remember where it is, but you're able to look at different things. So you can look at live, and then you could just go swipe, 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 and check out all the people who are live at any given time. That's why when you go live, sometimes what'll happen is you'll get a bunch of people in the chat and then they'll suddenly leave. And that's what's happening. There, people are just briefly checking you out and then they're flipping away. With the lives, what you may want to do is just let a friend know that you're going live for the first time. And that way you'll always have at least one person with you. Or you can ask any of us. Let us know when you're going live. So ask, like a treasured YouTube friend to go live with you, and it'll help. Now, going live together. So you need 50 subscribers to go live, but you do not need 50 subscribers to go live together with someone else. So that's another thought, is you can go live with someone else. The only criteria that's a bit odd is you're meeting people for the first time on YouTube. In order to go live together, you do need to share an email address so that that person can send you a link to go live together. Now, with live together, in case some of you are new to my channel, I'm the most technically challenged person, but if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So people were asking Tashmir and I, because our video was so good, they're like, hey, what service are you using? StreamYard or blah 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 or blah blah blah? We use none of blah blah blah. We just use the native YouTube application. So think about just, you don't need to go with the fancier services. Over time, once you learn how to go live, sure, use the fancier services. But to start, just use the YouTube Live, and then think about if you want to go live together with someone, just use go live together. And there's lots of instructions on the internet on how to do it. And it's super duper easy. Let me just clarify. The person that hosts the live together gets all the watch hours, and the person that is your guest does not get any of the watch hours. But I think there's just good mojo. I mean, by you going on someone as a guest, even though you don't get their watch hours, you get exposed to all their followers. And yeah, and the thing about going live together, which is helpful, is one person can kind of act as the timekeeper and moderator. Um, Unfortunately, with Tashmir and I, we're both like, and then there's this, and then there's that. And so it can get easy to ignore the chat. So that's the only thing, is relaying to one another. Different people have been experimenting with different things. So check out King Explicit's channel, because he's been experimenting with different software that allows him to get multiple people on, almost like what do you call that application? I really am losing it. Jamel, you'll have to think of what this is. It's almost like a Zoom meeting. I got it. A Zoom meeting where there's a bunch of participants on. So do check out to see if you like that format. There are other people doing very interesting lives where when you get sophisticated software, what happens is you can then highlight a person's comment and then it pops up on screen. So I think that would be interesting to work towards down the line, is trying the other interesting pieces of software. So I'm just about, I can't believe it, guys. What time is it now? Ooh, it's 20 to 6. So this is great because I have time to study a few line dances before I have to go to work at the nightclub. It's a little angel. Pop in there somewhere. Okay. I think, oh, this guy lost. Oh, we're just down to the one special one. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tashmir just popped out. Okay. I'm going to show you this one special looking one. This is a boot that was made by my grandma. It's just special to me because look at how tiny this stitching is, eh? To have to. So my grandma was my special buddy, and very special to me. She taught me my love of gardening, as did my dad. And I think what I'll do, I'm going to flip you guys around. So this is one super duper thing about going live, is that when you use your regular camera, you can't flip the camera back and forth. But when you go live, the video camera allows you to do that. So I'm thinking, is there anything else I want to show you before I leave? Let me flip around here and see. I think that's about it for now. Oh, let me show you this. We're going to be setting this up. It's a cool little paper village, little tree. Yeah, let's just take a look at that finished tree. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'll just close by saying thank you so much for attending my live. And if you're part of my YouTube family right now, thank you so much. I'm sitting at 250 subscribers, which means that I'm a quarter of the way there to monetize this channel. And I thank you so much for being part of this community. You will see that my Line Dance channel right now makes no sense. It's got like line dance videos, it's got crazy shorts. So I would say if you're not a subscriber to my channel, here's the basic deal. Is I'm a line dancer. I'm also someone that's a gardener, but I'm trying to do more on YouTube to monetize my line dance passion so that I can continue to travel as much as possible. So I love to travel, love to eat, love food. And if these are things, if you're trying to follow your passion and you're also trying to cut your 9 to 5, these are stories I'll be sharing with you. Is I'm following a lot of other YouTubers, and then I'm going to share the best of what I find for you. I'm also going to share, I'm looking to grow slow. So I'm looking to grow on YouTube with a community of people who are authentic, passionate, willing to support one another. And so if you qualify, if you're one of those people that are willing to like try things, have fun, participate, um, just be cool and kind to one another, then this is a place to be. This is your corner of the internet to enjoy. And you'll find that you'll see a lot of people that take the time to comment, even on my line dance videos. And this is what's been amazing to me is line dancing was what I enjoy. And I'm just sharing with you as I go. And everyone's been so supportive. So thank you so much. The next level, what you'll see in the videos coming up is I'm going to start sharing some of my analytics, and then I'm also going to just share technologically because I'm kind of not great at things. So something as simple as like here, this little mic. I mean, I've had this for years, but plugging it into different, like today, I have this iPad, worked with that. I have a phone where the pins are a little bit short, didn't connect. My other phone, you have to fiddle with the app. So I'm going to try to make things as easy as possible so that any frustrations that I have or any learnings I have, I'm going to share them along the way. So please consider subscribing. Um, you will start to find, I guess, what are called Easter eggs. Start here, Tashmir and myself started around the same time. So what you'll discover um, is she may do a video and then I'll have responded to it. So we'll let you in on some of that as we go along. And then there's different people in the community that I'll keep giving shout outs to. So please, 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 please come. Start here, Tashmir is just pointing out that both Angie and I are line dancers. That's true, and we found each other through this new content creator community. So thank you for participating in my live, and I look forward to catching up. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just zoom in here. Thank you for helping get my Christmas tree done. And I look forward to talking to you soon. All right. Bye. Now I just have to figure how I click off. Bye bye. Oh, I forgot to wish you some love and light, happiness, goodwill, heart light, all those things. Bye bye.